Unflinching, undaunted, and instinctually deadly. This is the mythos behind the Temple Guard, greatest warriors of the Lizardmen. If you end up enjoying the video, please hit the like and subscribe button for more Total War and Warhammer content. It helps me and every YouTuber out, and it's a really easy way to support us for free. That said, let's get started. Thousands of years before even the recorded history of the elves, the Lizardmen were created by the star gods known as the Old Ones. The first of the Lizardmen were the Slann, giant toad-like creatures of near unfathomable power. These servants of the Old Ones have minds capable of altering the fabric of the Warhammer world. With such power at their command, the Old Ones used the Slann to reshape the Warhammer world to their needs and desires. This power, however, is magical and mental in nature, as the Slann themselves are physically weak. As such, they are in need of physical protection. It was for this reason that the Old Ones designed a special caste of Lizardmen warriors to fulfill that purpose, the Temple Guard. The giant reptilian soldiers known as Saurus, who make up the bulk of the Lizardmen armies, are already natural predators and masters of combat. But those born to guard the mage priests of the Lizardmen stand a level above. Unlike the skinks or even regular Saurus warriors who are born with some frequency, all Temple Guard are considered an uncommon and special spawning. This rare occurrence serves as a sign of the exceptional nature of those spawned. Temple Guard are resolute and immovable in their duties as guardians, standing watch without falter. They are beyond distraction, and it has even been said that they can stand for years on end without moving or even blinking, to the point where a layer of dust has settled over them. This has given rise to the notion of them being statues, but any who would disturb or harm their masters will quickly see them leap into action with sudden and devastating violence. Even the caretakers and attendants of the Slann, the skink priests, must approach Temple Guard with caution in order to avoid quick gestures being taken as unintended threats, for the Temple Guard will offer no mercy to friend or foe. The bond with which the Temple Guard are driven to protect their masters is absolute. Every thought and deed furthers this purpose. If the Slann under their protection were to go to war, these warriors will accompany their toad masters even if the Slann wishes it otherwise. However, when a Slann does march to battle, the Temple Guard form up around their master, creating a wall of scaly skin, razor-sharp claws, and interlocked shields. They will face any foe without a second thought. Heedless of any casualties they may suffer, they will fight to death or victory. All Saurus are ferocious warriors even when unarmed. They have claws capable of gouging rock, and their tough scaly hides are thick with spines capable of turning aside spear and sword points. It has been said that the natural defenses of the Temple Guard are augmented in comparison to their lesser brethren, having more heavily armored hides and large bony spurs along the forearm, traits that are seen as gifts from the Old One Quetzal. When it comes to armor, the Temple Guard are honored above regular Saurus, and as such bear the finest craftwork of the skink artisans. Their already formidable natural defenses are added upon with the addition of thick bronze plates that bear the glyphs of the Old Ones. However, the most distinctive feature of the Temple Guard are their helms, fashioned from the skulls of lustrous predatory beasts. Should a Temple Guard warrior fall in battle, these helms are salvaged by skink attendants to be placed within the inner sanctum of a pyramid temple. When a new generation of Temple Guard are spawned, they inherit these reclaimed helmets, for it is believed by doing so they become imbued with a portion of their predecessors' martial power and skill. This process of inheritance creates an eternal chain that connects all Temple Guard in their shared duty even after death. Instead of the maces or spears carried by Saurus warriors, Temple Guard wield heavy ornate halberds befitting their rank and role. These weapons are made of a material called obsidianite. As hard as granite and more durable than steel, this substance is unique to the Lizardmen, and its composition is a closely guarded secret. It is described as being jet black and may bear some relation to obsidian, a normally brittle but extremely sharp type of volcanic glass. It has been theorized that perhaps the Lizardmen know of some way to manipulate obsidian either magically or alchemically so that it becomes super hardened and dense, whilst eliminating its brittle nature, making it an ideal material for weapons. Crafted by the skink artisans, these halberds are capable of tearing through flesh and heavy armor with ease, even if they were used by a weaker warrior. But due to the massive strength of the Temple Guard, these halberds are used in a single hand, allowing the use of a shield in their other hand. Crescent-shaped and made from the large-scaled beasts of the jungle, these shields provide not only a significant defense, but with the addition of obsidian blades, or spikes made of bronze, these defensive tools become a lethal offensive weapon as well. There is a strict hierarchy among the Temple Guard, determined by their age and experience. The youngest spawning guard places or items of significance that are rarely visited by the Slann. Older and tougher warriors guard the lesser pyramids, but also stand as sentinels around the temple city's perimeter. If anything under their protection were stolen or disturbed, they pursue their foes relentlessly until the threat is over or the object returned, after which they will return to their silent vigil. Some Temple Guard, however, are as old as the temple cities in the Slann they protect. These guard the Great Pyramids and those things of greatest significance, such as the sacred plaques or the relic priests. Ancient and venerated, these warriors guard the Slann and accompany them wherever they go. The commander of their ensemble is known as a revered guardian, the most savage and brutal of their number. It is he who will lead a unit of Temple Guard into battle. Those who survive the eons of battle and unending war against the enemies of the Lizardmen may one day forego all of their duties to become the personal bodyguard of a mage priest and stand at their side. This is the highest honor that can be bestowed upon a Temple Guard warrior. These select individuals are known as the Eternity Wardens, or the Star Chamber Guardians. When it comes to each Eternity Warden, they are invariably the oldest and strongest surviving Temple Guard warrior of their own temple city. Very few warriors survive long enough to even qualify themselves to be considered worthy for this most sacred rank. When a Slann sets itself to its mental and magical tasks, they do so in the highest point of the Lizardmen temple cities. It is here, within a room known as the Star Chamber, that a Slann and his bodyguard will enter. When meditating, the Slann will enter into a state of such deep thought and mental concentration that they appear to be asleep. As such, they are in their most vulnerable position. The Eternity Warden of each city holds the key to the door of the Star Chamber, and only they may permit entry. They are sealed from within by the Chamber Guardian with a magical item called the Key to the Eternity Chamber. Such artifacts as these are always carried by a Slann's personal bodyguard. These keys are items of potent magical power, inlaid with intricate wards that even slow the passage of time in a small nearby area. Exposure over long periods of years, even centuries, to this time dilation leaves each Chamber Guardian extremely resistant to any type of harmful magic. When a Slann marches into battle, his retinue may engage the enemy, but the Eternity Warden will stand silently by his side. Should any enemy champion, even a greater demon of the Chaos Gods, manage to reach close enough to harm a Slann mage priest, they will quickly find themselves challenged by the once dormant bodyguard. Even the most agile demon, such as a Keeper of Secrets of Slaanesh, will come to discover that they are greatly slowed by the aura of the key. However, the Eternity Warden, as the key's wielder, suffers no such disadvantage. Demonic and mortal champions will find their blows are easily turned aside by the Chamber Guardian, or their quickest thrusts are now aimed at an opponent who is no longer there. Meanwhile, the Eternity Warden will land blow after blow. Thus, even the greatest enemies of the Slann are quickly brought low and cut down by the most supreme of bodyguards. All of these things form the lethal character of the Lizardmen's mightiest warriors. With that said, I'm Fohammer, and have a great day.